Hey there. Good Sunday morning, everyone. This is Joe. Happy Easter to you all. I wish you all a beautiful day going forward. Easter, springtime, new life. It's truly a magical time for everyone, especially those of us who do celebrate the resurrection of Christ. Yesterday, when outside, our grandchildren were here for a while, and it was a beautiful afternoon, a little cool, but it was just so invigorating. Watch the grass growing, saw the plants starting to bud. It really does have that new life kind of feeling to it for all of us if we focus on it in that regard. And hopefully we can. And that's all up to us, right? Our relationship with God, our walk with ourselves into this world each day is up to us to make the differences we need to make. And with that in mind, I am going to ask you to quiet your minds and hearts as we prepare to hear today's gospel, which is from St. John chapter 20, verses 1 through 9. On the first day of the week, Mary of Magdala came to the tomb early in the morning, while it was still dark, and saw the stone removed from the tomb. So she ran and went to Simon Peter and to the other disciple whom Jesus loved, and told them, "They have taken the Lord from the tomb, and we don't know where they put him." So Peter and the other disciple went out and came to the tomb. They both ran, but the other disciple ran faster than Peter and arrived at the tomb first. He bent down and saw the burial cloths there, but did not go in. When Simon Peter arrived after him, he went into the tomb and saw the burial cloths there, and the cloth that had covered his head, not with the burial cloths, but rolled up in a separate place. Then the other disciple also went in, the one who had arrived at the tomb first, and he saw and believed, for they had not yet understand the scripture that he had to rise from the dead. A little excitement there as I read that last sentence, because it truly is exciting to realize that Jesus rose from the dead. He resurrected on this day to give us life. To give us life. That's what it's all about. And as I often say, and I said actually yesterday in a funeral service that I did, we have to embrace this life. Embrace it each and every day. That's what the resurrection is all about for us to do. That's why we are here, to embrace what we are called to do, our passions and our purpose. However, sometimes things get in the way. And they got in the way for Jesus too, didn't they? For leading up to today, we had some tragedies that were going on. He was betrayed. He was beaten. He was killed, crucified and killed on a cross and made fun of. Horrible things went on that led him to be placed in this tomb. The tomb, which definitely represents death and negativity. The tomb, which contained his body, which signified all these things. We too sometimes lie in a tomb. We consume ourselves, unfortunately, with negative things. We consume ourselves with things that hold us back from living this life. But today is the day to recognize that the tomb is empty. And empty promises can be positive when they are about an empty tomb. And we too must keep empty in our lives compassion that only goes so far to only a few people or a few species. We must keep empty fighting with each other about political matters. We must keep empty lack of self-worth. We must keep empty negative and bad habits that consume us. And when those things are kept empty, the positive promises for life continue. But that's up to us united with a risen Christ that we encounter today. A risen Christ that is here for us. All we need to do is reach out and run fast, as the disciples did, to the emptiness of the tomb, not to the death of the tomb and the negative of the tomb. My friends, it's told in the church of several churches, Christian churches, that every day is Easter. Every day can be Easter if we wanted to. The resurrection takes place every day for us in various ways. It's just up to us to take that step. And as I said, run towards that place that we need to be in, like the disciples ran today. Finally, and most importantly, I think, is the fact that Jesus revealed himself to a woman first. Now, some say, well, what's that about? Well, I think I can offer a suggestion of what that's about. You see, the reality is, in all of today's disputes about men and women, but I will say that I feel, and I think many will agree, that women are much more relationship oriented than men can be. And that's a positive thing. And Jesus probably knew this, which is why he revealed himself to Mary Magdalene first. And by the way, she was a sinful woman. Wow, what's that about? We all are too. But it reminds us that the connections in our life are very important. And it reminds us that we must continue to fortify these connections. And that, with our connection with Jesus and others that he brings into our life, including our four-legged friends, that helps us keep the tomb empty and life in abundance. My friends, I wish you all a beautiful day today, a day filled with life and embracing the life that God has given you. I always welcome your comments and your thoughts. I look forward to them. I wish you and your loved ones a happy Easter, and I will see you back here soon. Take care.